Hey, what's up guys? I'm bringing you a tips and tricks video for Space Marine 2, though unfortunately I mostly have 3 classes that I've used quite a bit to pass my knowledge off to you. So, let's begin with the tactical class. I also want to give you a quick warning, there may be spoilers for those who have not completed Space Marine 2's campaign. We're going to be starting off with how to handle Tyranids as a tactical class. I prefer the heavy bolt rifle personally, though I do think the bolt rifle with the grenade launcher is decent so far. It's fun to use, especially against Tyranids, though I wouldn't necessarily use it on the Thousand Suns. Anyways, that's up to you what weapon you want to take against the Tyranids. To deal with swarms, I generally bring my heavy bolt rifle and ensure I am stacked on grenades and ammo, especially on Ruthless difficulty. These tips vary based on the difficulty you play, though using these tips on any difficulty is encouraged since you will need them in the Ruthless difficulty. I've ran out of ammo many times on Ruthless difficulty against the Tyranids for 2 reasons. The first reason is sometimes your teammates leave you behind and don't look back, leaving you on your own so it drains your ammunition. And the second reason is ammo conservation, which is heavily needed, especially if your teammates tend to leave you behind. Swap from your primary if it's too low on ammo and stick to your bolt pistol and whichever melee weapon you prefer. I personally use the Relic Fencing Chainsword, and the only pistols that are available to you are the standard bolt pistol, which I've mostly upgraded the bolt pistol all the way to Relic. But anyways, if you set up your tactical class up properly, you can use your Auspecs to deal with Raveners, Lictors, and Zoanthropes with ease. I have mine set up to when I mark a Lictor or Ravener with my Auspecs and shoot them in the head, they die instantly. This is a perk known as Mark of Death. Though if you want to deal with the Tyranid warriors with relative ease, use both Battle Focus and Concentrated Fire. Battle Focus marks enemies with Auspecs when you parry their attack, making this an efficient pair with Concentrated Fire, which does 100% more damage as long as they stay within the Auspec scan range. As long as you aim for the head on any Tyranid with a Lash Whip or Bone Sword, and it will make fighting a group of these types of Tyranids easier, and it will increase your chance of survival. Concentrated Fire is also useful for those pesky Zoanthropes, so ensure you scan a Zoanthrope. It will make your encounter at least a few seconds faster. The second class on this list is the Heavy class. This is personally my main, though I also do enjoy Tactical and Assault so far. I've even tried a little bit of the Bulwark, but that will come in a later video. The Heavy class doesn't necessarily require you to be on the front lines, though this is typically my kind of playstyle as the Heavy. In some cases, you may need to retreat at times if you're out of ammo in your primary weapon for 2 reasons. The first reason is you don't have a melee weapon as a Heavy. Your primary weapon is your melee weapon. Fighting the Tyranids up close with melee isn't necessary, since its only purpose is suppressive fire and shooting through hordes of enemies with your primary weapon, which only include the Heavy Melta, the Heavy Plasma Incinerator, and the classic Heavy Bolter. I fully upgraded the Heavy Bolter to Relic, although I haven't touched the Heavy Plasma Incinerator or the Heavy Melta. I may do this in the future though. Now, the second reason is you cannot reload your primary weapon, and your secondary will be effective in some cases, but bigger enemies like the Tyranid warriors, Zoanthropes, Lictors, Raveners, and the 2 bosses such as the Carnifex and Neurothrope will soak up your secondary's ammunition like a sponge to water. So be sure you look around for breakable crates and hope to God there is some ammo if you've ran out of it. And always stock up on ammo when you're at an ammo cache. I also recommend keeping stems on you at all times, but do not waste them. You can still use them even if you're at full health and it will be a waste. This can help you get out of sticky situations such as fighting multiple Tyranid warriors or being swarmed by the lesser Xenos, which usually end up tearing through your armor and doing significant damage. Now, the last class on this list is the Assault class, which there aren't necessarily too many tips I can give to you Assault users, but I have noticed as an Assault, you are more vulnerable unless you have mastered parries and blocks against the Tyranid swarm. Assault is mainly an AoE class, so don't be ashamed to use it. It is an intended mechanic to use ground pound. Why else would it be a thing? Though I highly encourage you Assault users to practice your parries, especially against the lesser Xenos such as Hormigons, and make sure whatever melee weapon you're using is fully upgraded to Relic, especially for the Thunderhammer, though the Chainsword is available to you as an Assault, which I personally prefer over the Thunderhammer due to its speed and damage on the Relic tier, and ensure you have a fully upgraded sidearm along with it. I also personally use the heavy bolt pistol, although there is also the standard bolt pistol, which has less recoil and less spread, making it more accurate than the heavy bolt pistol, unless you don't mind a challenge. Now, I hope you all will take some of the advice I've given in this video, and this was mainly for the newbies of the game, but let me know what all I may have missed in the comment section down below and what other things I should cover in my next tips and tricks video. So, if you have any questions or concerns, I will be reading your comments, so don't be shy to ask or give your opinion. Anyways, guys, be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and hit the notification bell so you stay notified on when I upload. And my Discord is linked in the description down below, as well as my Patreon. And I'll see you guys in the next one. So, peace.